Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'm back on track with another review. I haven't been filming fragrance content for a very long time actually, but I was scrolling on my phone for the last few days and I was like, it's time. I should grab my phone, grab a fragrance and just make a review. So here I am. And if you're new here, my name is Martin and I do perfume reviews. So I talk about all types of fragrances, whether it's niche, designer, Middle Eastern, you name it. I'm here to talk about that. So I purchased a lot of fragrances. My fragrance collection has been growing and growing over the past few weeks. And I thought I'm gonna talk about a fragrance that was launched 1 month ago, I think, and created by one of my all-time favorite perfumers, which is Canton Biche. And he is like the master, the genius behind so many amazing creations. For example, Wash by Guidance or Delina Exclusive, as well as Ganymede or Bois Imperial. These two fragrances are in my top 10, one of my all-time favorites. And now Marc Antoine Barrois, which is the house, launched this fragrance here. This is Tilia. And Tilia is, as the name says, as far as I know, it comes from the Latin and means linden. So if you know linden blossom or linden trees, and the linden in here is the main character. So this fragrance is a masterpiece and this is a blind buy. I really didn't know if I should risk it or not, but my intuition was like, get this one, you're gonna love it. And I was looking for a spring summer scent that really screams spring. And then I was checking the notes, and from the notes I felt like, okay, this sounds very good because you have ambroxan in here, which I love. You have jasmine in here, which I also love. You have some woody touches. You have the heliotrope. You have the linden, of course, and broom. But the linden is really the main character. So I gave this fragrance not only one try, a few tries. I've been wearing it a lot. Also layered it a lot with other fragrances. For example, with Naxos by Xerjoff, because you have the tobacco honey mixture with the jasmine, and then you have the jasmine in here and that honey-like sweetness, which is the next point. To me, this smells a lot like linden honey. If you've ever tried that, there's like a specific floral-like sweetness linden honey has because of the linden, because of the honey, of course. And this is literally what it smells like. However, there is much more depth to it, and of course all the other notes. And what I really love about this fragrance is it's a very linear fragrance. There's not like lots of development, but as I said, a lot of depth, and you really get every note. It's just like you spray it and you kind of get heliotrope, then later you get the jasmine as well, then you get the heliotrope, you get the woody touches and the heliotrope again, for example. Like it kind of switches, but you always have the linden as the main character. So it's really about that. And to me, I would say it's a semi-sweet floral fragrance that's such a magical scent in general. And I've realized with many fragrances by Canton Biche, they have that effect on you that kind of just wows you and changes your brain chemistry in a better way. I think it's very hard, and this is where you really see that it's a masterpiece, or there's so much thoughts behind that, and the way he mixes the notes together. It is synthetic, for example. So you do have to like synthetic fragrances. I do like synthetic fragrances, but the way the notes been mixed together, there is like a whole masterpiece. And I really love this scent, just like many other scents I have from him in my collection, because I really try to explain the effect these fragrances have on you or on me actually, because it's always the fragrances he makes when I wear them that get me this specific kind of compliment. It's not only you smell amazing, it smells very unique. It smells like something I know. It reminds me of something. Like really, it hits a nerve in a good way. And I think it's the same with this scent. Like there's no exception when it comes to this fragrance. When I wear this, it automatically just brings me back to my childhood, because I've been a lot in the nature when I was younger, and here in Vienna especially, you have a lot of like linden trees, And when you're just out in the nature in the spring, you think of the sun, the way like the sun hits on the grass, on the greenery, through like the trees, and then you smell this scent, and it's a magical moment. Yeah, like you smell the linden, and it's the same with this fragrance. It kind of brings you back to that. And I think this is why I really, really love the scent. It's also very long lasting, for example. This is another point or another reason why I like this scent so much. It is very deep. I do think it's a unisex scent, and it's listed as one, but it is slightly feminine leaning, only because I think it's like mostly women that like to wear floral and sweet fragrances. This is very soft. It's not very pungent, even though the sweetness is very deep. It is not a very pungent scent. For example, if you think of Ganymede, for example, or Bois Imperial, there's like this potent and pungent energy. When you spray it, it just hits you, and it's very strong and deep. This one, for example, is way softer, but still projects a lot. And I think this is also very hard to get when you create a fragrance, to just make it very long lasting but not overwhelming. And I think this is not overwhelming at all. Like, you get random whiffs, you can smell yourself all the time, especially when you overspray, of course, but it's never really overwhelming or overloaded and just in your face. It is really a scent I can see someone wear every day, especially throughout spring or summer. I haven't been wearing this one, for example, in the winter, but I do think that this scent is gonna work amazing in the winter as well. But if you want like that spring kind of vibe, if you're really into that feeling, you know, when spring comes and you develop that kind of reawakening, the special feeling of love, and everything gets better and warmer, you have like just a positive energy and enthusiasm, and I think this scent really embodies that. So this is why I really, really love this scent. And also I realized that my personal taste has changed a lot and developed in a different direction now. Whereas I used to love strong and pungent oriental fragrances with oud, this is kind of like behind me. I still gravitate towards the scents here and there, but I think this is more like of a scent I see myself wearing on a regular basis. And I think that this is signature scent worthy as well. I think this is someone, like a scent for someone that loves nature, that loves floral touches, that likes sweet fragrances, and especially Ambrexan. And I love Ambrexan. So you do have to like this type of notes or scents to enjoy this scent as well. As I already mentioned, it's unisex. I wouldn't say that this is blind buy safe. However, if you like floral fragrances and all the other notes I listed, you're gonna love this one. I would definitely give this one a try. So this is actually everything I wanted to say. Thanks for tuning in again. I really enjoyed talking about this scent, the way it made me feel. I hope you really got the memo, the message, and give it a try. I would love to know your thoughts if you have tried the fragrance. And yes, see you soon for another review. Thank you.